Hello everybody, I'm here for the Hammer Game channel. Welcome back to the New Order and to my Scotland playthrough, where today, hopefully, Mr. H is going to bite the dust. And we will be able to help the English retake their homeland. We've got 7 divisions now, because we've got a little bit of manpower last episode, 20,000 to be exact. We are currently doing Always Ready, which is going to help us out. Army professionalism monthly change. Where is the professionalism modifier? Or where can I view their professionalism? Our poverty rate is currently improving. Oh! Nice! And we're improving industrial expanding expertise as well. Right, we're always ready. I think what we'll do is we'll finish off the industry tree, then we can finish off in here. So the Highlands are, by simple geography, hostile to industry. There's little we can do to expand our industries across our lands. There's simply not enough room to build more of it. Our nation is small. To compensate, we must ensure that the few industries that we can support are the cutting edge, and that which cannot produce en masse, we can produce in greater quality. It's a good mentality to have. Quality over quantity for us. I'll upgrade the engineer companies, but I don't know if I'll actually even get them into play. Oh, I do have them in. So I need support artillery, isn't it? We do have artillery in the... Oh, we do. Can I get recon as well? Or are we pushing it too far? We'll be short of infantry. Iberia announced the creation of the Iberian Council. Oh, Antonio de Alverio Salazar is here. Crippled sovereignty. The Union is perfectly equal, in fact mandated to be so. The fact that this enables the Portuguese government to veto road construction in Barcelona was not thought of during the initial meetings. State of Union stable. If we were to see Franco gone, the best gifts, okay. Gosh, we really have looked at none of the lore. We continue to provide training to our boys south. The support weapons 3, Fusilier Fair Part 1. Oh gosh, what's kicking off now? At this point, I just want to kill somebody. There's part 2. There's a reason why people say not to place all one's egg in one basket. To sacrifice the futures of our rural populace for the sake of our capital would be a grave mistake. As much as we want Edinburgh to be envied, we must also invest and develop the rural regions of Scotland. We are not a government for the elite. We must never abandon those who have entrusted us to enrich their lives for the sake of the pockets of plutocrats and business owners. 5. Scottish Highlands and Aberdeenshire all get one infrastructure, and the SNP in the campaign. SNP campaign in the Highlands will do all right. Oh, good old. So we got Dumfries. I'm just wanting to see my provinces actually. Dumfries, Lothian, Lanark, Fife, Scottish Highlands, and Aberdeenshire. Well, that is not all the bits. That's not all the correct provinces. But, it's good enough. The provinces would be very small if we were to have them all. Because you have Argyll. Argyll and Bute. It's kind of like the islands here. And some of the land here. You also have Ayrshire, which is kind of this little bit here. You have Dumfries and Galloway, which is basically Dumfries. You also have the Scottish borders down here. This is not all Lothian. You've got Scottish borders, which is awful back roads, man. Awful back roads. Try to think what else we got. Lanark's right. And Lothian, yeah, it's pretty much okay. Do you know what? It's fine. I don't know why I wanted to point that out, but there you go, guys. Some geography. Let's go ahead and get to buy American jets. I feel like that's a good idea. The Scottish Air Force is perhaps the most underwhelming of the branches of our armed forces. Lacking planes, the carriers taking up the attention for modern jets. If an adventure, get our own fighter jets to protect Scotland, whether it be foreign or domestic. Now we're going to do a report on the Air Force. And let me guess, there'll be one in the Navy. Well, the guns. The guns could actually be very beneficial to us right now, because I think, yeah, we are slightly short. Do we got any tank? A new tank? Anti-tank guns, 100 of them. How many are we short? I guess that kind of help us out. Oh, Gods of the North. When are we going to be greeted with the... Oh, there he is. He's gone. Tragedy has consumed Germany as the news spread throughout the Reich and in the world. Mr. H, Führer of Germany, and victor of the Second World War, has died. Oh, it's party time! It's time for Germany to go boom! The powder keg the powder keg has been lit. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Spy those American jets. It is well known that the US has the most powerful air force on the planet. Their planes are numerous and by far the most technologically advanced. If we were to get our hands on even a small number of their jets, the SAF would be tremendously strengthened. Fortunately for us, the US has good reason to support us militarily. Even though we are not part of the OFN, it's nevertheless still likely that they will allow us to purchase several of their fighter jets. Please, America. Militarist Madagascar is one over there. Oh. Ho 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 ho. Here it comes, the German Civil War. And so it begins. Heydrich's Germany, Speer's Germany, Göring's Germany, Bormann's Germany. They're all here. We also have this Germany as well, who is currently at peace. Heydrich's in a bit of a mess. Speer. There's Göring. Well, England, the time is nigh for the war. Now, Himmler, it seems like you would maybe do something. I want to see if he does do something. Chaos on Ausland. Ho 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 ho. Oh, there we go. The French state's getting invaded. Since everything exploded. Is the alliance gone? Oh, it has. I see a ship in the harbour. Oh. Investigate the navy, the Franco-Burgundian War. Hans Spiedel assumes control of Germany. Oh my gosh. Right, there's the Civil War. Mildly paranoid. Right, guys, we're fine. Oh, the English. Oh, we got a tree. Ensure independence. Thanks. Send volunteers. Victory at last. Can we actually directly join in? Dreadful news has started to appear from south of the border. England is becoming embroiled in a bloody and bitter civil war. Such violence so close to home is this deeply unsettling. Whatever the result of this horrific war may be, it's likely that Scotland will emerge unscathed. As the situation continues to rapidly deteriorate, we'll have to intervene to prevent the victory of the English collaborators, who pose much greater threat to Scottish independence. The resistance movement, known as HMMLR, will need our help if they are to prevail. England has never been in a weaker state. It's essentially that we do not let this opportunity go to waste. Less paranoid. Yes, let's jump on in. All guns a bloody blazing. What's happening now? Expansion in Africa. We've had units haven't moved in a long time. Ordered several small. Okay. What is going on here? Everything is just the Dutch states here. The Warsaw Uprising. Flippin' hell, man. Oofed. English Civil War begins. Wow, you are pretty strong. That's my boy, Claude Auchinleck. 9-24. Against 6-18. Hidden Horses. Oh, Hidden Heroes. Oh, I can't believe I read that as horses. What is happening? The Serbs rise up. Flippin' hell. Oh my gosh. Heydrich's almost been. Currently sees Crimea. Look at Russia now. Look at it even more. No faction, no authority. Muscovy is here. What an absolute bombshell. The Boer Republic is here. At least the Africa Schneid, or however you pronounce it, is a thing. Oh, Norway's here. Holy balls of fire. I need 251 guns. Oh, I don't have 251 guns to send you. I don't have any guns. Guess what I could do is I could bin one of my divisions. That should definitely free up guns. Ha! Oh, they're intervening in South Africa. Of course they are. The Boer Republic is now with them. Of course, they're fascist. Why wouldn't they? Well, you're doomed. I'm just hoping I can help England before. Surely they're not going to win before then. Hope not. Oh, they've pieced out. Watching the Watchers, okay. Send a spy into the Navy. "51 tanks. I don't have 51 tanks. Aid the Queen's resistance. While England carries on descending the carnage, it's up to us to support the people who share ideals of freedom and democracy. Those who have been loyal to the exiled Princess Elizabeth have always fought for such beliefs. Offering our assistance to them will greatly aid them in their fight against the tyrannical collaborators. It is most important that we give the HMMLR as much support as we can offer, for the alternative will likely not be so friendly. Special delivery! You are winning that. I think that's probably going to end before we actually do anything. I was hoping to join in the war, not just sit up here and go, oh, yep, do you know what? We'll just do some focuses for you. When we lose address the armed forces. Look at that. Very happy. Well, Goring and Bormann are getting thick. Heydrich's basically gone. Oh, he's gone. Spears Germany's still here, though. Wolf's Dilemma. Okay. Oh, jeez. What a mess. Is Japan gonna blow up? If we're not having a faction, the Italians actually have a surprising amount of oh, plus 30 attack. Jeez. Maybe to try and help them afloat. Who's this? The Croatian winter. I haven't taken London yet, Claude. Come on. Brutal war. It's a brutal war. They've got it as well. Cornwall's a puppet. How many troops does Cornwall have? 2 to 6. They might hold on. Deep cover. In the pub, nothing's hooked. The Algerian war. My gosh. Nothing's hooked. The armed forces become more paranoid because of this. Oh, that's fine. I'm not going to break it up. Special delivery. Scottish guns. We're here to save the day. Send Scottish advisors. Associates within Free England may still lose their collaborators, which is indeed a sorry thought, but it is one that we ought to keep in mind. Scotland have already shown our support for the HMMLR, and if they are to be defeated, it would not be long before we would likely become a target. Therefore, it makes sense for us to put our independence first and making defending Scotland's borders a priority, though we can still hope that the violence will not cross the border. Scottish advisor, plus 10 attack and defense, and minus 20. Do you know what? Claude, you better be very happy with this. I am helping you out as much as I can. We can be besties. Gonna let them finish what they're doing. I'm not gonna bother them. Tanks. How many tanks have I actually got? I have 74. How many do I need to send? Oh, at least 51 modern tanks stored in stockpile. Modern tanks. Modern tanks? I don't know about that. I have these tanks. Are those the modern tanks? Unless, oh, main battle tanks, not the modern tanks, main battle tanks. I think Claude's actually going to win this before we finish. The Zoo of the Borderlands. Okay. Wow, we're literally going to do nothing. The Fall of the Iron Curtain. Oh, Iron Chain. Oh no, they're paranoid. At least they're still very happy. The Iron Crook, idiot. Okay, let's go ahead and send Scottish volunteers. Ever since Douglas Wimberley fell back to Scotland, a portion of the old English army has resided inside Scotland. The Northumberland Division, an incredibly capable force, part of the army exiled in Scotland. The moment the Civil War kicked off, they wanted to return to England and start killing collabs, and we see no reason to prevent them from doing so. Yes, you may do it, boys. But I think the war is almost over down here. Saying that, they may actually be able to hold on a little bit longer. Gosh, I wanted to do fighting. I wanted to intervene and help. Not just sit on the border and go, yeah, do you know what? England's in a civil war. We'll just stand here and watch. Manual use of the feature has been disabled for TNO. So basically, you can only declare war on people who's okay. Guess that's fine. Our own designs, that's all been bypassed. Oh. Okay. The guns have eventually started to fall silent over England. Out of the carnage, our allies from HMMLR have triumphed. No longer will the people of Scotland have to suffer under the tyranny of those who betrayed their own country. Peace and freedom, and expect to return to our island once again. Very many sacrifices to achieve this, but at least we can now finally stop worrying about an invasion and return to business of improving independent Scotland. Yay, I haven't fired a single round. I didn't even get to send any volunteers. A forgotten word, England, from the ash. Oh no. The reformist, the liberal, the gavel strikes the traitor. Montgomery, the head of the snake. Yes, but you cut off the head of the snake and two heads appear. Will the king return or the princess? Is anybody going to come here? The English transitional government? Well, England, your refugees can now go home. We'll see what happens with this event. And this marks the end of the Scottish focus tree. Oh, we have another tree. British Field Marshal Claude Auchinleck has never stopped fighting after the English surrender in the Second World War. He instead formed Her Majesty's most loyal resistance in the process, preparing the liberation of England since the yoke was pressed upon it. Months ago, it all accumulated in a great uprising to throw off the Nazis after a proud fire and collapse in itself. Republican flag rises in London as the last remnants of the garrison and collaborators surrender. The resistance leading figures proclaimed the liberation of England. Soon we might see the next democracy arise in the Isle in the next 2 hours. It's a delightful thought and happens to be at the right time. The Isles are freed from of the Nazis for now. Our armed forces' intensification on the border is slowly retreating back to the normal state. The generals are easing down, which in turn gives the government again time to slacken. Nobody is entirely pleased, however, as it is still uncertain what Free England's future actions will involve. There are worries about Auchinleck's new Republican government's intents about the restoration of the United Kingdom. Will not be lured again in an uneven union. We have to worry about such things as Scotland itself is our foremost priority and not a union with England. Yay, less paranoid. What's our new tree looking like? Oh! We go to Washington. Ally in the south. Ah. Okay. With the fires of the Civil War slowly turning to cold cinders, the English resistance stands victorious over the collaboration regime. This is both a great relief and a potential opportunity for the Republic, and we should immediately start working hard. Not only will we be able to entertain normal diplomatic relationships with our former brothers in the south, on the risk of an invasion, with enough effort we will be able to rekindle trade and companionship between our two nations, which would help us greatly in these troubled times. Yay! Hopefully this is going to be a time for peace and prosperity. Repatriate the refugees. Ah, our nation and the Isles. Great. We'll continue on, having still not fired a single round. Looks like the Civil War is kind of stagnating a little bit. You seem to have quantity over quality. Improve relations. I think we'll be fine. Future of England hangs in the balance. Ooh, we'll see how that works out for them. So the rest of the world, gosh, it's, you know, it's, okay, elected President of France. Pierre. Well, it's such a French sounding name, Pierre. The real question is, what is Heinrich Himmler going to get up to? We know he's a very weird individual and he has some very awaiting Ragnarok. Okay, Himmler looks like he's a very edgy boy. Ragnarok does not sound good because obviously we know what Ragnarok is. That's better not to be his plan for nuclear annihilation. Like how Hank Spiegel is just like, yep, we'll just chill here and see what happens. The Germans had it all. Now they have bugger all. Except from a civil war. Well, we'll see if Russia's maybe going to unify slightly. And all this time America's just been, well, chilling. That is all they've been doing. So we're probably going to see Wales join back up with the English. Long live England. Do we have that as well? No, we don't. Nope, the Italian Empire's going after Croatia. Right, begin diplomatic relations. Before the Civil War, relations with our former masters were always tense, with the English revanchism and their German puppeteers threatening to cross the border, forced us to spend a considerable amount of money into fortifications and border guards. Oh, wee squeak. Now we can restart normal diplomatic relations, and the first step will be sending an envoy to the newly formed government. From there, things will naturally evolve, and we hope to establish an embassy soon. The end of the London coach ride. Still haven't had a single piece of fighting. Oh, as much as I love playing as Scotland, I like playing as Scotland when I can actually kill folk. Marshal Wimberley's disbandment speech. Wow, the welcoming party. So long to the Northumberland division. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. The army's still very happy. They are living in the sky right now. It was a Washington. Tourism in Scotland, or allies across. Oh, plus 20 stability. Really interested in doing this down here first. Scotland and the English. We'll forever feel a bond of brotherhood with the English. Now that England is free from the German oppressor and we have established normal diplomatic relations, we're further building this. Signing treaties of friendship with them to let our countries grow together. Oh, we're becoming brothers once again. And Wales will probably join up with the English. Yeah, they're already an English society. I can't believe we haven't actually done any fighting 3 episodes in and we've not done anything but read and watch the world burn. naval support. I guess air support is probably the better one. The momentous question, offside convention. I feel like this is more of a graphic novel. Wait, I'm sorry, what? Generals beaten? Bug the generals. Bug them all. What could they possibly be talking about? Repatriate the refugees. Over the years, thousands of refugees flooded the border, escaping from persecution, both political and racial, or simply fleeing from poverty and exploitation. Now that the collaborationist government has fallen and the free government rules England, these refugees can return home safely. While we can't expect everyone to return home overnight, some have been living in Scotland for more than a decade. We can immediately begin preparation to encourage the refugees to return home, ensure they do so safely and without fear for the future. The brainstorm session. Oh, could we have to arrest our generals here? Again, we still have that digi trigger. We could, bam. The end of the London coach ride. Yay! Just need to read the last bit. We are being recognised as an independent nation. Thank you, Claude. Thank you. We can be friends after all. Heydrich's Germany is actually still here. Oh, you're part of the Burgundian system. National Socialism, Fascism, and National Socialism. Oh yes, he's reformed SS faction. Home improvement. Good, good, good. I'm all up for home improvement. We're going to go ahead and investigate the generals. See what the crack is. See what's going on, because I'm sure they're up to no bloody good. Still, we're not able to build any factories. Is there anything in the budget we can do? We could... that increases the... Let's bother about that. Right, more peace deals are occurring. That's good. I'm doing research for no real reason, ain't I? Radio. Oh, soft attack for the engineer company plus. Okay, long-term friendly. Okay. Scottish Town and Gretna proposed a football match between their local team and Longtown in order to celebrate this relaxed atmosphere. Good old Gretna being mentioned. I'd like to point out that Gretna's football team is not as good as it used to be. If people are kind of have a little bit of knowledge of Scottish football, they used to actually be really good. Okay. Nixon has resigned. JFK is here. What will JFK get up to? Extinguish the flames. America stands mightier in the world stage than ever before by doing absolutely nothing. Guess it was just a club lunch. Let's see what happens once we've investigated them. As soon as I get something fishy's going on, something fishy will be going on, it'll be me arresting them all. The road is open. The age of fear is over. With all the Germans breathing on our neck, we can finally stop worrying about the future and start planning for the long term. While the current situation is far from positive, as the consequences of this English Civil War still be felt for many years to come, the future looks less bleak, and that's already a good start. Yay! Good. We'll modify that so we get a little bit more improved. Good. Eyes up, eyes open. Okay, we'll see what happens. We need the results soon, though. We better get them in 16 days. Brainstorm session. Reparation for the English. Scottish reparation program popular with exiles. Ah! Fantastic! What we know? Oh. That now from conclusion, but from what we've seen, it seems that the meetings are fine. We don't know what they were talking about, and we don't have much experience with high command meetings. We don't have it, however, we don't have anything. Okay, Okay, the spies haven't told us anything bad, so I guess it's up to me to decide ultimately if I want to arrest the generals. I think the generals are fine. This is when we have an uprising, and oh, we've joined back up with England. Oh, the 650th anniversary of the Battle of Bannockburn. We get stability from that. I was going to say, why on earth are we doing that? But, you know what? That's cool. Urban crime. Oh. Goring has taken out Spear. Spear's gone. Heydrich's even lived on. Rally the Fatherland. I think Goring's probably going to come out on top of this. Der Bundeskrieg. Or Bürgerkrieg. Oh, we have a new president of Mexico. Okay. Aryan Brotherhood declared what? The Aryan Brotherhood. Well, don't you boys sound edgy? Oh my gosh, the Siberian Black Army. Divine Mandate of Siberia. Ah, here's the Aryan Brotherhood. You seem very edgy. I thought that was someone else there. Oh gosh. Beside the Crookos, a new realm of Aryans. Oh gosh. Edgy boys, end of Bolshevism. Yeah, but you... Oh, and President Kennedy has been assassinated. Wow, he didn't even survive a year into his term. Damn, I thought maybe he was actually going to live, but nope, boom. We now have John W. McCormack. He was a crook. Passing the torch, country numbers at dusk. What is happening? A sacred duty. Oh, I don't know what's happening, but I'm just going to continue on my way to do more focuses by doing Scotland and the English. Let's have a meeting at Westminster. You know, America's having terrible times. And I am yet to do any warring. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Actually, let's see what happens with the generals meeting. Oh, and crap. The generals have overthrown the government and we're now a military junta. It appears to be then, now, and forever. Did cause investigation. Oh. Seems like it's fine, but I'm not too sure what to think. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. I know we've still not done any fighting. I don't know what the point is of playing Scotland in this mod, except for the lovely storytelling. But anyways, guys, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed, and I shall be back with another episode very soon. Take care. Cheer, bye. Then now.